Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone, teach you well, and shalom to all the sincere Hakim. Let's push this truth and home faith towards four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom. I'm just gonna make a topic on this video gonna be about Esau being a so-called white man, and we're gonna jump right into it. This is Genesis 25. It's lucky for the noise. Neighbor or whatever. Alright, this is Genesis 25, starting 23. It says, And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the other shall serve the younger. And we know that Esau came out first, man. He came out first, and so in due time, man, he's gonna, serve us in hardcore slavery, man. Verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, Jacob and Esau, which Jacob later named changed to Israel, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, and which the descendants, and Esau, which is a so-called white man, and his descendants, man, the Edomites, so-called white people. Verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And everybody know that. I mean, when a so-called white baby is born, he's not white. When he come out screaming hot, boiling red, man, like Tabasco sauce or something, hot sauce, bro. And it says, and after that, his brother came out of his hand, took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 60 years old when she bare them. Yep, and the elder shall serve the younger. So in due time, by spirit and power Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to have their ass in slavery. All right. Now I'm going to go to his blessing, showing you, who correlates with that today. This is Genesis 27, and where is it? Okay, Genesis 27 and 37. It says, And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord over all his brethren, have I given to him for servants, and with him and with corn and wine have I sustained him, and what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Verse 39, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above, And that's, hey man, that's all the so-called white man is today, man. Going around robbing, murdering, pillaging lands, conquering, going back to that spirit of Cain which fell upon Esau, man, and the Edomites today, a vagabond and a fugitive of the earth. Verse 40, And by the sword thou shalt live, and thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. That's right. And what are the so-called white men living by today? What do they pride themselves in? They pride themselves in the best military. They have the best arms. They was the first ones to drop the bomb, man, nuclear bomb, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and the nation stood afar, in fear, amazed and in fear, man. And nobody didn't want to mess with Babylon, man, with the so-called white man, because he was blessed with that sword. But ultimately, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai created the smith. Verse 41 says, and going back to that spirit of Cain, man. A vagabond and the fugitive of the earth. Vagabond wanders from place to place, like you don't have no home. And that's what the so-called white man do, man. He even go to his enemy lands and set up embassies, man. He pushes his theologies, man, his doctrines. But ultimately, he go rape, rob, and murder, man, killing. It's the same thing when he took us, man. Same thing what he did to the Native Americans. Same thing he did to the Latinos. I was learning in school in that damn prison camp or whatever about it was interesting because he had brought up, my teacher had brought up the Native Americans, man. And when I thought of it, man, I was like, man, yeah, I got to do a video on Esau, because it was so much shit, man. How, Gad and help this damn devil, and he just gonna turn his back on him, man. Gad ain't had no arms and all the guns. Nah, man, they were peaceful or whatever. They were just living life, man, tilling the ground, eating food and things of that nature. But here comes the devil, man. That damn center perdition that's being later revealed right now through the Spirit and power of by Shimei Shai. Rape, robbing, murder, and taking everything, man. Verse 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing where his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob. And that's all the so-called white man do today, man. Waiting, man. What they got, man? Police, man. Slave catchers. Waiting for the perfect time to get us, man. To kill us, man. It's a damn traffic stop or whatever. Then it turns to a doggone brawl or altercation. Now Jake dead, man. It's the same spirit that these Esau, the Edomites had today. I'm jumping into the book of Malachi. No. Obadiah, It's Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 1. And it reads, the vision of Obadiah, thus said the Lord power concerning Edom. Edomites, Esau, so-called white people, man. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. That's right, man. I'm going to go to Genesis 36. This is Genesis chapter 36 showing, dwelling in clefts. 36 and verse 8, and it reads, Thus dwell Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So come, man, thou dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. And we know they migrated from Mount Seir all the way up to the Caucasus Mountains, man. They had to migrate because they was in the bottom. They was at the bottom of us when we were living. In that little land area, they were south of us, shall I say. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. Come on, man. Who was the first to proclaim? They went to the moon. They put a satellite, a space shuttle, man. All that nonsense, man. That's Esau, man. That's the so-called white man. That's straight up Esau, man, the so-called white man. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. That's right. Yahweh Shimei Shai soon comes. He's finna bring this damn devil down, man. You finna put the fear in all these Edomites, man. Who the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Who think, nobody can bring me down. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi, I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau's Jacob brother, said the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. Yet Yahweh by Shimei Shai loved the 12 tribes, man. He don't like no damn Edomites, man, no so-called white man. Verse 3, he said, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished. Yeah, man, this was, during the Renaissance period. First they were impoverished. Now what? They came back into the power. They came into power. But it says, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. That's right, man. From them going into the cliffs and the rocks, not taking baths, nasty, man, stinky motherfuckers. We having to show them how to bathe and shit. Then to them, getting in power, man, during that Renaissance period. Let me get that scripture, man. This is Job. Wrap this up in a little bit. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24, and it reads, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? That's right. That's the so-called white man. Going back into that Malachi 1 and 4 that, for we in province. For him coming into power during the Renaissance period, man, of him whitewashing, all the judges, man, especially our great King Yahushua, which is said in Revelation 1 and 13 through 16, man. of white as wool. We blacks, Latinos, Native Americans have woolly texture hair. Let me just get it. Let me pull it. This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13. It reads, in the midst of the seven, so like at 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire. Yeah, who have that type of hair, man? That's blacks, Latinos, Native Americans who have woolly hair. And flame of fire because he was a wine bibber, man. He liked wine. Verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass. Now, fine brass is already brown, and it's as if it burned in a furnace. What if you put, fine brass in the furnace? It's gonna be dark, man. So Yahushua, our great King Yahushua, was a so-called black man, a dark-skinned man, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Yeah, that was Revelations 14 through 15. Salakia. Yeah, he covered the faces of the judges. Now how our king look, man, our great King Yahushua look. He looked like a so-called white man with blue eyes and blonde hair, man. Fucking Caesar Borgia, man. And what through our what through Issachar, all of them, man. Worship, man. Catholicism. With all that Caesar, man. They love that damn devil, man. Get this in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 2 says, that ye be not soon shaken in the mind, or be troubled neither by the spirit, nor by the word, nor by the letter, as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who is opposing and exalting himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And it don't make nothing more clear, man. That's the so-called white man today. No other race of people exalt himself as God. Damn so-called white man put it on pig's heart and people, saying that it's a successful, transplant or whatever, man. That's disgusting, man. That's a supernatural thing just on the left-hand side, bro. We're not supposed to even touch swine, bro. But that's what Esau does. He opposes himself as God on the left-hand side. He does everything wicked, man. He set up his kingdoms, his throne around enemies' lands, man, telling them what to do. He done murdered you and put you in shackle slavery. Now you gotta pay for your own life, man. He tell you when to eat, and we tell you, when you get up to work, all this type of shit, man. That's the so-called white man today. It says, remember ye not that when I was with you, yet with you I have told you these things, and now ye know what withholding, that he might be revealed in his time. Yeah, man. Revelations 12 and 12. That is well because we, by the Spirit of power Yahweh Shema Shai, through these scriptures, we are revealing Esau. We are revealing that son of perdition. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Amen. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. Who is he? Job 9:24. It's a so-called white man whose comings and workings is after Satan. Like I said, him doing that wicked ass shit with that pig's heart, man. Now they saying, you can talk to your dead ones or whatever with Alexa or some shit. All types of weird witchcraft and demonic ass shit, man. And that's what Esau brings. He opposes himself as the Most High, man. He blasphemed the real, Israelites, man. 12 tribes of Israel, day and night. But his comings and workings is after Satan. And soon, man, all these people gonna see, man, what we've been telling them, man. From the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, soon to come, man. Everybody gonna see him and they gonna flee away from him, man. Because them horns, them horns gonna be revealed, man. And majority of these people, they're gonna see, man. They're gonna see what we've been talking about has been true, but it's gonna be too damn late. You should have seeked the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, when he was found. But and with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, teaching well, and shalom to all the sincere Akim, that spiritual truth and open faith towards four corners of the earth. Shalom, shalom.